Welcome back. This is a sourcing video. I kind of do an impromptu on kind of the things I got, on why I got some things that I usually don't. I'll explain that. I mentioned before, Bibles down the spine, more information, the more specific, the better. This, and it's indexed, and it's gilted. $100, maybe a little more. They don't sell often, but when they do, they sell well. $4. These are USPS Postal Service. I don't know if that's where it says. I think it's back here, something right there. Remembering World War II or World War II Remembered stamp books. Hardcover books. Right. So I don't know what they were, but they're a different shape and design. Give them a gander. Can have a barcode. It's all the Postal Service. That's more what came to mind real fast, was either a coin book or a stamp book. It's a stamp book. And these are sealed. As they are, it'd probably best for me to just lot the three since they are all sealed, and it would be a minimum, with just going minimum $4.63 for media. First class can vary all the way up to almost $7. This may even be over £1. But I got these because the stamps in the book there's at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and another at least 5 more. There's at least $3 of stamps in a book I paid $1 for. So more likely, put them all up. They should fetch right around $50, maybe a little more, 60. I gotta really look it up, but right in that range. I think 40 would be real low if they sat for a while. So I got these Dungeons and Dragons. So if you're not privy to Dungeons and Dragons, find some old stuff from the 80s. You could sit back and go out to eat for lunch. Those are probably minimum worn, maybe $40, $50. I don't know all the editions or all that, but way back, you get some of those 80s ones, the specific ones can be $300, $400. These are reprints or newer editions, updated editions, but I want to say this one is the winter one. So I started off. They had another one that was like $8, and I wasn't, even if these were to get allotted together, that $8 other book to spend $2 just wouldn't sweeten the pot at all. So this is one I started on, didn't have a barcode. This one's still 20 is going to be low. It is clean, good points. Still clean, so it's easily a 25, maybe closer to 30. The other ones have barcodes. So just on the scan, I think this one's also right around that 30 range, fairly easily. In really good condition. This one is right on that 30 range as well. I think this one might be a little less, closer to 25. This one is pushing 40 on the regular low, right? So I got all of the ones that have at least an individual value. When I go to type it up and I'm looking, would it make more sense for me to put the user manual with a better one, or put them all together, because they are all going to be over £1, and it's all going to cost either $5.60 for media each, or upwards of $8, $9. No, I won't go that far, but put them all together. If I have to spend a minimum of $6 per each one, after one, that's 18. If I can ship all of them for 8, and I can see, so there's a little bit of math. And where I'm going with this is some stuff I will lock together, even if it has this fast selling. I have yet to sit down and really look these up. I got them because they have a selling history, a sold history. That's how I buy things. Incidentally, they have enough recent history for me to say, yeah, I'll spend $2 each on these, and I can either sell them individually, be out another 10, 12, $15 in between just the shipping, or really look and see on the condition of the other ones and the condition of these in price on basic condition. This might be $60, right? Because of the condition, because I haven't looked at the other listings to see if they have writing in them all over. So this is a used bind, right? So this is going to be a very good. There's no way how this could be like new at all. I'm going to suspect the other ones are that way. The stamp books, that's where that bind stops, right? So this could be a like new. Maybe not, because a little bit of warping in comparison to other ones that are out there. And this is just with the stamp books. This could still be listed as a like new. So that bind, the opening of the bind, is going to be determinant. It's going to be a major determinant for like new and very good. And then the rest is all pretty much cosmetic to go from very good to good. Regardless if they are lotted or if they're sold individually, they're still low $100 in these books. And after shipping and fees, even at 35%, and even at another 10, that's 45. It's still $50 for cumulatively, net, cumulatively, for what would otherwise, I take the sticker off, I get 4, 5, 6 pictures and post it. Takes up 10, 20 minutes of time. If we want to think of it that way, it's $150 an hour. And that's just, fine, I'll be nice. I'll say it's 80, 90. For the total time invested in it, it's going to be 40, 50. You see, it's a good amount of money per hour to just go out and find media and list it. And further, this is why I really found myself more of a fascination with disc media. That's why I deal with disc media more, because I can always know what the shipping is going to be at pretty much a maximum. Stuff like this. Maximum, it might be $470, whichever, if the value is right for it. If it's a $20 disc media and it's going to be $465 to ship first class, or $463, yeah, I'll pay the extra 2 cents. But if it's 80 cents more because of some sort of whatever, and it's a $16 item, no, it's going to go media mail. It's going to get there. But a lot of this media is easy because you can scan it. That's why I say when there's stuff that I'm looking at and I need to determine later, because on the first scan, they came up low enough, it just gets put away and it gets put back on the shelf. It comes up at enough point, and I want to go ahead and I will hit sold, and I see that there's some listed, and the price point, the lowest price point is 15, 18, 20, whatever it may be. So at that 15, it's enough for me to be like, oh, do they sell? Oh, they do sell. For lowest, because it's still, in my sold, is still price lowest first. Oh, they do sell for 15, 18, 19, 21, 26. Oh, what? I'm going to put it in the cart. It's going to cost me $1, $2, 50 cents, whatever the amount is. Put it in the cart. And that goes with these. These are just today's example. All right, barcodes, I found the pink one. I found this one first, scanned it. A couple have sold low, like $12. The other, in either variation of it, there's 10 that I've sold, a handful that are listed, 10 that I've sold, a couple at real low price, and the rest are 15 to 20 bucks. For $1.71, I will buy each one of these. And they sell fast enough, and I know the total amount of the shipping for these, it's not as, so if it hits 5 ounces, you're now at that rate. If it's 4.9 ounces, which neither of these here, they might be 4 or 5. So I know it's going to be that cheapest ultimate rate. And even if it goes absolutely local, it's still like 376, like one town over. And then it's going to go up to close to 4. The average is probably 405 for a first class to go out. So that's why I know I could buy these. And I also know to buy disc media that I can scan, because what doesn't sell disc media wise over 6 months, I'll run a big sale. And after I do my calling of that, a bunch of it I can sell to Declutter, a bunch of it can go to the exchange, and then I'll just make a big auction lot of DVDs and some other just disc media that'll go in just to hit 100 and get rid of that for whatever I get for it, right? But each of these are right around 15, 20 bucks, paying $1.71. And so at $20 at that cost and everything else, I'm making 10 bucks each one that goes out. They're pretty much at the $1.20 range. This I picked up. I actually had a hand type that's in the Terapeak. Only a couple have sold, and they sell for right around 25 bucks. It's a very specific thing. I guess the day it snowed in Miami. Don't know. It was an interesting enough topic for me to go into it. A couple other ones that are just bread and butter things. Animaniacs. This guitar scale thing. It is a DVD. These, you got to go into Terapeak to see these, but they're 35 to 40 bucks, right, for $1.71. This Lolina Ray, this is, I paid $2 for it. The lowest they sell for is like $10, $11. The cheapest listed is like 14, 15. There's a handful listed and a bunch that have sold. So this is just going to be get my money back real fast in a week maybe. Michael Stanley band. This is about 40 bucks maybe. It's another one of those. If you know some of the different bands and they start getting into some of these different things, this is one I may have seen, but I just didn't recognize it. About 40 bucks. And this, I'll put the price right here at the end. 37, 38 bucks maybe. Or I'll put it in the title. So that's going to wrap that one up. In a sense, it was more of just kind of going over that although there's multiple pieces in something, I can sell the individual ones. They'll sell just as easily, if not make a little more. I have to decide on that kind of stuff. Regardless of whichever way it goes, they're still going to sell. So I prefer to sell off individual until it comes down to that the weight, the loss in the value is, to me, is going to be in the weight of the item. But stuff that's 25, 30 bucks or stuff that's in near mint condition, I want to send it insured. And that's with the ground advantage. And the more it weighs, the more it's going to be. At some point, it's usually just going to smack right around $7. Sometimes more. So there's that math. But that's that one. Executive decisions when you're outsourcing. But look what you heard, look what you saw. Sub, share, all free. Everything else. Appreciate it. Thank you.